Hey, I'm out. Welcome to Bros Fitness. Welcome to tonight's yoga. My goal is not just to create videos, but to inform and motivate you. So comment, subscribe, or follow along at brosfitness.com. Tonight we have 60 minutes of bedtime yoga. Let's get started. If you don't have a towel, now would be a great time to grab them as well. If you don't have blocks, now would also be a great time to grab those. Tonight we're going to begin with two chants. If you have time tonight and you would like to continue chanting this mantra related to Ganesh, I would suggest you do it 108 times. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, come down. Bring your hands into prayer pose. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Open your eyes. If you're joining us, when you're ready, inhale and step to the top of your mat. Tonight's practice will be focused a lot on the root chakra. So if it feels like we're grounded a lot, that's why. When you're ready, inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Close your eyes, set an intention for tonight's practice, whether it be to relax or meet some pose that you haven't been able to get to yet. When you're ready, open your eyes, and drop your hands either to Samasthikahi or Tadasana, mountain pose, with your palms facing forward. Take any subtle movements that you need to in your body. When you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. We're going to start pretty quickly and going to start cooling down a little bit sooner. When you're ready, press your palms into the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Bend your knees. Sweep your body over your thighs. Inhale up. Exhale, press down. Walk or jump your feet to the back of the mat. Come up for cobra. Press into the mat, tuck your toes, exhale, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. 1. Look towards your navel. 2. Inhale, bend your knees. Brace your heels. Exhale, straighten your legs, bring your hips higher. 4. Bring your right foot up to your hands. Drop your left heel down. Sweep your arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to move quickly. Go ahead and come into Virabhadrasana 2. Extend your arms out. Maintain the 45-degree turn in on your left foot. If it's accessible, go ahead and look towards your right index finger or back towards the middle of the room. Change your perspectives. Switch to the left side. Tilt your right foot out. 45 degrees. Hips forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Extend your arms out. Virabhadrasana 2. Sweep your arms down to the mat. Send your left leg back. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. If you're in cobra with me, press your feet into the mat. Feel support in your lower back by engaging your thighs, your glutes, and your lower belly. Come over your toes. Send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1. If you haven't already, begin to engage your Ujjayi breath by constricting the back of your throat. 2. Feel the sensation of the sounds of the waves as the constriction in your throat warms the air moving into your body. 3. Take any subtle movements you need to in your downward facing dog. 4. 5. Drop your knees down to the mat and come down into tabletop pose. We'll take a few cat-cow sequence on your own breath. But first, inhale, arch your back, come into cow. Exhale, press your hands into the earth, come into cat. Inhale, up into cow. Exhale, come into cat. Inhale to cow, and continue on your own breath. Take any subtle movements that you need to, and when you're ready, meet me down in child's pose. Extend your legs out, make room for your torso. If it's accessible, bring your head down to the mat. If that's not accessible for you yet, you can go ahead and bring your head down to a block. Go ahead and begin to rock your head back and forth on the mat, providing a small stretch to the neck, the upper shoulders, stimulating the third eye. Inhale, come up, engage through your hands, press into the earth. When you're ready, bring your hands to the left side. Feel engagement through the right side body. Inhale, come out of it just a little bit. Exhale, come into it just a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come onto the right side, feeling a stretch through the left side body. Come back to center. Walk your hands back to your legs. If you have a block nearby, bring it under you. We'll take a supported thunderbolt pose. We'll come into a prana mudra, bringing our index finger to our thumb and extending the middle, ring, and pinky fingers out. Close your eyes. Keep noticing your breath. Try not to let your mind wander. On your next inhale, feel grounded through the sit bones. As you exhale, try and find any subtle movements, raising your crown just a little bit higher, supporting yourself with your legs and the blocks. Keep your throat constricted with your Ujjayi breath. Open your eyes and tilt your neck up just a little bit. Feel openness in the throat chakra. Engage the lower belly, knit in the ribs. Ensure that your upper back is not rounded down. When you're ready, open your eyes, come out of the Prana Mudra. Bring your palms to the tops of your thighs. Inhale, extend up through the crown. Exhale, relax. When you're ready, walk the blocks out from underneath you. And we'll come into an easy, comfortable position. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, come down, prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press out through both palms to the center of the walls, to the sides of the room near you. Do your best to straighten through the fingers, pressing the palms into the wall. Imagine you're moving up the wall with your hands, bringing one higher and one lower. Inhale, come back to center, bringing your palms together. Close your eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep your right arm over your left. Tuck your left fingertips into your right palm. Come into eagle arms pose. Close your eyes if it's in your practice. Come out of the bind, inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, left arm over right. Tuck your right fingertips into your left palm. Go ahead and bring your thumb out if you'd like to stimulate your third eye. Press down, promoting relaxation. Down towards your nose. If you'd like to come out of this, inhale, send your arms to the sky. And exhale, if you followed along with touching your third eye, go ahead and take your index fingers and sweep outwards from the third eye along the brow, down, taking extra care to be gentle around the temples. We'll come back to center. Come into tabletop pose. And exhale, send your hips to the sky, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Inhale, send your right arm up, your right leg up. Exhale, bring it to your hands. Come up for a crescent lunge. We'll only stay here for a second. Tuck your back toes. Come into warrior two. As it's comfortable, hinge forward. Tuck your right elbow onto your right knee. Sweep your arm up and come into extended side angle pose. Press into all four corners of both feet. Feeling energized. Feeling energy moving from the floor of your left foot all the way through your left hand. Come back to center. Engage the core. Reverse your warrior. Left arm to your left hand to your left thigh. Bring your right hand above. Look up, extend through the chest. Open the chest. Sweep your arms down. Walk your hands towards the center and sweep your right foot parallel to your left. We'll go ahead and switch our perspective. Send your left foot forward. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana 2. Hinge forward. Tuck your left heel. Sweep your right arm up and come in to extended side angle pose. Feel openness in the chest. Press all four corners of the back foot into the ground, feeling the inner thigh engage as you press inside your foot. Feel extra support. Inhale. Feel the energy moving in one line, straight from your foot all the way through your hand. Keep your fingers together. Engage through all 10 toes. And when you're ready, engage the core. Press up Virabhadrasana. Press your right hand to your right thigh and reverse your warrior. Send your left palm up. Look up. Come back to center. Sweep your arms down. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. If this is too difficult for you, you can come down. You can always come down to child's pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweep your left arm to the sky, or left foot to the sky. Come up. Virabhadrasana 2. We're going to do triangle pose. Sweep your arm forward. Go ahead and start to bring your left arm down. Begin to extend the left leg. If it's comfortable for you and you have a block nearby, you can always bring it to your side. Sweep your right arm down. Bring a bend into the left foot. Take the block away. Bring your feet parallel. Switch perspectives to the right side. Bring the block down. When you're ready, sweep your arms up. Come into warrior 2. We'll hinge forward and begin to drop down. Left arm up. Extend the right leg. Send your left, balance your hips. Inhale, come back to center, find a bend in the right knee. And when you're ready, we'll take a reverse warrior on this side. I owe us one on the other side as well. Come back to center, switch your gaze. Reverse your left warrior. Come back to center. Change your perspective back to the right. When you're ready, sweep your arms down to the mat. Send your right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Heels high, sink your knees down low. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Tuck, touch your fingertips and your palms together if it's in your practice, or otherwise extend your arms out. Come down, press your palms together for prayer pose. Close your eyes. Come back to your intention. Notice if you've let your mind wander, and do your best to bring it back to your breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And when you're ready, exhale as you jump back about 3 feet to come in to Prasarita Padangdasana. When you're ready, here we go. Grab your hips. Begin to hinge forward. Your feet should be parallel. Press into both feet. When you're ready, drop your hands down to the mat. Inhale, come up. Extend from the coccyx all the way through the crown. And as you exhale, come down to the mat. We will stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. Go ahead and count on your own. If it's too difficult to bring your palms to the mat, you can always bring the floor to you by adding a block or a book. Bring your hands to your hips. Engage your core as you come back to center. When you're ready, if you can't interlace your fingers behind your back with your palms together, now would be a great time to grab your towel. I'm going to choose this option tonight. Bringing your palms facing away from you on your towel if you're with me. Wherever you're at, begin to hinge forward while making sure that you engage all the way from the tailbone to the crown. Ensure you're bringing your shoulders down your back. Engage to the insides of the feet in order to bring awareness to the insides of your thigh. Press into the earth, feeling energy moving from the ground and into your feet as you press all 4 corners of the feet into the ground. Keep breathing. Engage the core. Begin to look up and come back to center. And take the towel out. And we'll take our last of this variation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press out through the sides. Bring your hands to your hips and begin to support yourself as we come down. Hinging at the hips until we make it to a comfortable position where we know extension from the tailbone to the crown is possible. Ensure that the goal is not to bring your forehead to the mat. Well, eventually it is, however. You want to do so in a way that keeps your back in extension the entire way. Inhale, come up just a little bit. And exhale, can you relax anything and come down just a little bit more? Begin to walk your hands up. Come back to center. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, come into prayer pose. Samastitahi. Come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. If you have blocks in the way, go ahead and move them. Press your palm, inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into the earth. As you exhale, and when you're ready, walk or jump to the back of the mat. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Over your toes, extend your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Five breaths. 1, 2. Bring it bend to the right leg. Straighten the left. 3. Straighten both legs. Send your hips higher. 5, 4. Bend your left leg, straighten your right. 5. Straighten your legs, inhale. Drop your knees down to the mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. And sit back into your heels. Come into child's pose. Inhale, bring your arms back to center. If you have blocks, now would be a great time to grab them. We're going to come into a seated pose, easy, comfortable position with our sit bones on our block. We'll be moving into Malasana next, yoga squat. Make sure that you're adequately supported. Ensure that you're extended all the way from the lower back, all the way through the crown. When you're ready, begin to walk one foot up, supporting yourself with the other. Find yourself in the yoga squat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows. If it's accessible for you, you can close your eyes, bring your gaze to your nose, or otherwise look about 3 feet in front of you. Or to your index fingers. Press into the insides of your feet to make sure that your inner thighs are engaged while you're pressing into your elbows. We will stay here for a little bit. If this pose becomes too challenging, you can walk yourself out of it and come into child pose. Otherwise, if you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can go ahead and begin to bring your feet together, ensuring that all 4 corners of both feet are pressed into your mat. If it's accessible for you, you can go ahead and begin to hinge forward. Don't take this pose too far tonight if it's not in your practice. I'm going to come out of it and meet back in the modification. However, if you're beginning to bring your feet together and you can successfully hinge forward, begin to work your hands behind your body and interlace them behind your back. If that's not in your practice tonight, of course that's all right. You can always come back to child pose or join me in this variation of Malasana. Inhale, feel extension through the top of the crown. Exhale, press into your knees and into your elbows. Go ahead and begin to hinge forward. Bring your palms to the earth. When you're ready, bring your knees back down to the earth. And we'll come back into an easy seated pose on our blocks. Go ahead and walk the blocks out from underneath your hips. And we'll go ahead and come bend over your knees or your thighs. Feel extension through the crown. Press into your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, swing your arms up to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Feel relaxation. Press into the earth with all four corners of both feet. Engage the inner thighs. Engage the glutes. Bring in the lower belly. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down all the way to the earth. Inhale, send your right leg back. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, low crescent lunge. If this isn't in your practice tonight, you can go ahead and always come to a regular crescent lunge. Hinge forward at the hips. Begin to walk your left leg forward. Grab your blocks. And we'll come in to half splits and ensure that the hips are over your right knee. Ensure the lower belly is engaged. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge more at the hips. Walk your blocks forward. Walk your hands back to your body. Find a bend in your left heel or left leg. Bring your blocks out. Engage the right leg by tucking your toes. Bring your right knee up. Send your left leg back. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, come over your toes, downward facing dog. 1, 2, engage the core, look at the navel. 3, 4, 5. Heels high, knees down. Walk or jump your feet to your hands. Oh, I lied. We'll stay in downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up to your hands. Drop your knee down. And we'll come into crescent lunge on this side. Walk your left foot back. When you're ready, grab your blocks. Start to walk your right foot forward. And inhale as you extend the right leg, engage the toes. Ensure that your hips are stacked over your left knee. And begin to walk your blocks towards your foot. Inhale, press into your blocks. Exhale, extend forward from your hips. Walk your hands back towards your body with your blocks. Extend through the crown. Walk your right leg back. And find a bend in your right leg. Engage the left leg. Bring your left knee up. Send your right leg back and up. Bend at the knee. Send your right foot behind you. We'll take this same thing. Drop your right leg down. We'll take it on the left side. Left leg up. Bend at the heel. Send your left foot behind you. Come back to center. Drop your heel down. Drop your knees down. We'll come into tabletop pose. I'm going to readjust my mat. Go ahead and come down. Drop your feet to the ground and begin to walk your hands back. Drop it one vertebra at a time onto your mat. Inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Exhale, hug them in closer. Close your eyes. If it's accessible for you, go ahead and begin to move your trochanters inside of the acetabulum by grabbing the top of your knees and moving them in, rotating them in. Go ahead and take this the other direction. Drop your feet down to the ground. Inhale. What is this called? Bring your right leg over your left. Go ahead and bring your right leg, pressing your left leg down onto the right side. Crossing your legs, that's what it is. If it's accessible before you, go ahead and extend your left arm out and go and look towards your fingers. Inhale, send energy to your left hip. Exhale, can you come down just a little bit more to the ground? Inhale, send your left arm to the sky. Exhale, grab your knees, bring them back home. Cross your left leg over your right. Inhale, send your right arm up, and begin to bring your legs to the left side. Send your right arm down and look over to the right if it's in your practice tonight. Keep noticing your breath. If you've let your mind wander, that's okay. Just bring it back to your breath. Inhale. Right hand to the sky. Go ahead and grab your left knee. Bring them back home. Uncross your legs. You get to walk your feet out, bringing a small stretch to the lower back. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and grab your knees and rock back and forth. Drop your feet to the ground. Press your palms into the earth. And when you're ready, we'll come into bridge pose. Bring your hips up. Inhale. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and tuck your shoulders underneath. Alternatively, if you'd like to support yourself with a block, now would be a great time to do so. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds of breath. So if you do have a block, this would be a great time to support yourself, and we'll begin to take some restorative yoga poses. Extend your right leg up. Feel engagement in the inner part of your left thigh by engaging the inside of the left foot. Drop your right leg down, press your right foot into the ground, send your left leg up. Drop your left leg down, bring the block out. If you'd like to come onto the broad side of the block, the largest side, or otherwise remove the block before we come into waterfall pose, this would be a great time to do so. Inhale, extend one leg to the sky. Exhale, bring the other leg up. Extend, bring engagement into the legs. Ensure that your block begins the upper part of the glutes or the lower part of the lower back, mid part of the lower back. When you're ready, drop one foot down, drop the other, and come down to the earth. We're going to take another restorative yoga pose for a little bit of length of time here. So go ahead, find a comfortable position on your back, and walk your feet closer to your glutes, touching the inside of your feet until both soles come together and your knees drop to the ground. If you have blocks near you, you can go ahead and bring them under you. I'm not going to do so tonight. Go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to drop the lights just a little bit as we come into our final poses of the evening. Close your eyes if you've let your mind wander. Bring your attention back to your breath. We'll come back to center. Inhale. Begin to walk your feet closer to your glutes if it's in your practice tonight. Rest your hands wherever feels comfortable. Five more rounds of breath on your own time. Bring attention back to your breath. Bring your knees up to center. When you're ready, inhale, bring your knees up to your chest. Hug them in, exhale. Engage the core. When you're ready, bending your knees, bring your feet up to this up, and we'll come into happy baby. Take any subtle movements that you'd like to in your happy baby. Eek. Except for maybe falling over. That might not be advisable. I may have just done so. If it's accessible, you can go ahead and bring your peace fingers to your toes. Wrap around your thumbs. Bring your feet back together. Knees in. Rotate your legs inside of acetabulum. I have screwed up time so badly. We'll come back to happy baby. We got a few more minutes. Drop your feet down to the earth and begin to sweep our legs back and forth, bringing a small stretch into the lower back. Bring your right ankle to your left knee, and we'll take a piriformis stretch or an alternative pigeon pose. Inhale, grab behind your left thigh. Bring both thighs closer to your body. Inhale, release just a little bit, and exhale, come in just a little bit closer. Inhale up. Exhale, come in just a little bit closer, feeling the stretch in the right hip. As you inhale, can you send energy there? Exhale, can you release anything you're holding on to that's not serving you right now? Inhale. Exhale, press out through the right knee, bringing more stretch to your right hip, and drop your left heel down. Come over to the other side, bringing the left ankle to your right knee. Bring your leg up, grab behind. Begin to bring your thighs closer to your body. Drop your right leg down. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, drop your right leg down. We'll go ahead and take another set of twists. Go ahead and bring your left leg over your body. Extend your left arm out. Inhale, send your arm to the sky. Exhale, grab your left knee. Bring it back over your body. And we'll come back to center. Drop your left leg down. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, drop your left leg down. Grab your right leg with your left hand. Send your right arm down. Actually, we'll send it high. Bring our right leg over to the left. Send your left arm down, your right arm down. Look to your right if it's in your practice tonight. Inhale, send your right arm up. Exhale, grab your right leg, and bring it back home. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, bring your knees in just a little bit closer. We'll take one last happy baby. Send your legs up. If it's in your practice, we'll just begin by grabbing your big toes with your peace fingers. When you're ready, bring your feet back together, your knees together, drop your heels down, and we'll come into our final pose this evening. If you have a yoga bolster around you, now would be a great time to grab it and bring it underneath your knees. We'll come into our final pose this evening, walking our hands back. If there are any subtle movements or any poses that we haven't made it to tonight that you would like to take right now, this would be an excellent time to do so. As we come into our Shavasana pose, I ask that you respect those around you to ensure that their safety is maintained while we come into this pose. Moreover, if it's okay with you, go ahead and follow through my meditation and I will bring us out of the pose. If you happen to see me sitting up, you're not in the wrong spot. It's just easier for me to come up and end the class that way. When you're ready, go ahead and drop your hands down. Begin to generate breath starting at the top of the chest, the mid-chest, finally the belly. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation beginning from the core to your hips, up to your chest. Inhale, feel the top chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation from your thighs, your arms. On your next inhale, feel the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel relaxation in your elbows and your knees, pressing into your forearms, your calves. As you inhale, feel the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest going the other direction. As you exhale, start to feel less movement reverberating from your core and into your wrists, your ankles, your pinkies, your thumbs, your big toe, all your little toes, and the rest of your fingers. As you inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, close your eyes and begin to lose yourself in your breath, feeling totally relaxed. Begin to quicken your breath. If you would like to continue in Shavasana, now would be a great time to pause me. I will give you some time to do so. Begin to feel your belly, your mid-chest, your upper chest fill with air. As you exhale, start to feel energy moving into your core, your hips, and your chest. On your next inhale, fill the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, push everything out, starting to feel energy reverberating from your core into your arms, your quads, your hamstrings. Your glutes start to move. As you inhale, start to fill the chest, the mid-chest, the belly. As you exhale, start to feel energy moving from your core to your knees, your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, your calves start to activate. On your next inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, the upper chest. As you exhale, start to feel energy moving from your core to your forearms, your wrists, your ankles. As you inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, start to feel energy reverberating from your core all the way out to your digits, your fingers and your thumb, or your fingers and your toes start to move. On your next inhale, fill the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, press it out through your mouth. Open your eyes. Inhale. If you have a bolster underneath you, bring it out from underneath. Bring your knees up to your chest and walk your feet towards your glutes. Drop your feet down if you've brought your knees up. Drop your legs to one side, coming into a fetal position. As it's comfortable, press up into the mat and come in to a comfortable seated position. Tonight we'll end where we began with our mantra. We'll go ahead and do it 3 times. Inhale, send your arms up. Exhale, come into prayer pose in front of third eye. Inhale. Ham Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale. Ham Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Inhale. Ham Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Open your eyes. The light in the teacher in me acknowledges and appreciates the light in the teacher in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Alan. I'll be here for a little bit. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.